Hi, I'm Kara of She's Rooted Home, where we cultivate a homestead, grow organic vegetables, and share crochet basics. And today I'm with Charles of Ivy Organic, where we're going to be taking a tour of our desert homestead with ducks, chickens, turkeys, dogs, cats, all the things.
Can't wait. I always talk about plants and I'm so excited to see both the plants and the animals on your homestead.
Yes, I'm so excited. Let's get started.
Let's do it.
This is our little jungle. I wanted to just plant a ton of strawberries because our kids were eating them way faster than I could afford to buy them. So we planted a ton of strawberries with some of my funds from my She's Rooted Home seed exchange. I wanted to be able to provide all of our trees and our plants, and so we have a row of strawberries right here in front of me and a row behind me, and then I just tied in some watermelon to vine around them and kind of help with weed control. We've planted some ground cherries, peppers, cantaloupes, all the things that just kind of vine and cover this ground and provide a mulch. So next year we'll have better quality soil to plant in.
Yeah, it just keeps on getting better year after year as you continue to, cultivate and grow and improve the soil. And I see you got a lot of wood chips on your property. And then here we go. We got watermelon of this variety. I know there's another variety that's a little darker here behind me. The cantaloupe, and I'm trying to see on the strawberries. You can see that you mentioned some strawberry plants, here.
And they're sending out their little suckers to go out towards the watermelon. The ground cherries are great ground coverage, and they provide such a sweet and tasty treat while you're out here watering the garden.
Oh, I see that. Check that out.
Yes. There's ants all over them, and our turkeys have kind of made their way in
look
here.
Look at all of these are food.
Let's see if we can find some.
That's wonderful.
So you just pop it open, and it's a pineapple tomatillo.
This is a Chicago Hardy.
That's fantastic. So the Chicago Hardy is one of the hardiest, meaning they can tolerate more degrees in the freezing zone, as its name also being from Chicago originally. And it's done quite well, right?
Yeah, it's probably got over 200 fruit on it right now.
So come and check out all of these fruit. Pretty much every single leaf on this plant has a fruit. Check this out. It's just fruiting everywhere. And as you go deeper, you can see that the green figs will get darker as they approach maturity. And the other cool thing is I see you've got a graft somewhere in here too.
Oh yeah, right here.
Do you want to share that while
I'm proud of this one right here. There we go. I grafted right here a black Marseille.
Yes.
And from the giveaway, from the fig giveaway from Ivy Organics.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
it took, and there's a ripe fig on it right here somewhere. Unless the turkey got it, there was. There it is, under here. Yep, it's almost ready. Could be right there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Black Marseille fig. Fantastic. For those of you that don't know about this, Ivy Organics has already had its third, and we're approaching now on February 1st. We'll announce the 4.0 fig cutting giveaway, and I just want to thank your Black Marseille was donated by California fruit grower member Paul Talley. One of his neighbors is also Edgar Valdivia, the dragon fruit guru, who also is California Rare Fruit board member with he and his wife Pat. And another large contributor every year is also Jeffrey Upton in Orange County, as well as Kevin Chang of Bear Root Nation YouTube. And every single year they donated, where last year we gave somewhere between 300 to 400 cuttings, and we're expecting in 2021 to be giving upwards of close to 1,000 fig cuttings in the month of February. So be on the lookout for that notice that'll be happening starting February 1st. So, and I'm so excited to see all of the success that you're having. So here's another variety of fig that you've got. What is this one?
This is a tiger stripe fig. You could take a close look at this beautiful wood that's variegated in these different colors, and the figs in themselves, they also have they're yellow with the green stripes, or green with yellow stripes, and real beautiful looking fig.
I love it. And I know the panache, also sometimes called the tiger fig, has a flavor that resembles like strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry.
So it's a delicious tasting, and then it's green with white stripes, so it's beautiful to look at. And even the wood, this is like one of the most beautiful, if you just take a look at the variegations on the wood. Fantastic. What a beautiful collection fig that you've got. And then there's another one.
Yeah, there's a lot. Over here, this is a Porky's Honey Delight. It's similar, I don't know how to, it's like a cross between a Cadota and a Tiger Stripe as far as it tastes.
Wonderful.
But it's a really good fig.
And check out all of the fruit on here. Pretty much every single leaf has got some fruit, and I know you said you've harvested a lot of the fruit earlier this year.
Fruit, yeah.
So about 100 fruit off of this, and you can see that it looks like it's trying to attempt to,
Another,
you know, push out the Breba crop, which is going to be the early crop for next year. You see all these baby figs? These will go into dormancy off on the sides. Will probably be next year's Breba crop before the main crop that you see on this year's growth. So figs, a lot of them have the potential to offer 2 crops in a single growing season.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so here we are. What is this? Obviously,
This is ice cream banana.
it's my favorite.
Yeah, this one I planted 2 years ago and it didn't make it through the winter. I tried to protect it, kind of experimenting with it, but I protected it, died back, and it's coming back stronger, thicker, and it looks healthier than it did the last year. So I think that this one's gonna do real well. We're gonna try to keep it going through the winter, and if it doesn't make it, I think the next one will be even better.
For sure. So is this one here the original parent from last year?
This is, well, it died back to the earth, and then there was nothing there except the little parent, so I think it's part of the original parent still.
Okay.
I don't think it was a pup.
So
Yeah.
you've got this, and then near the bottom, there's about 4 more pups. This one here is a new banana plant that can be pulled away. And I know I saw another one off
Back
to the
over
right.
here, there's one.
At least 4.
And I cut
Here's
about 3 off.
Here's another one. So it's got all of these pups, and the crown is getting larger. And as that root system keeps on getting, you know, developed, and I know you're going to be mulching around it to help bring warmth to the soil, to help it endure hopefully next year's winter.
Yeah.
And let's continue seeing, you know, these successes here on your property.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, now that we've seen a lot of your plants being here on She's Rooted Homestead property, let's also check out the animals. There's so much to see. Let's check those out.
We rescued some sweet little kittens who were abandoned by their mama, and allowed them to kind of hang out in our backyard, help us with the rat control when it comes to the garden. These sweet babies are wondering where she went. Their eyes are still closed, and they're probably a little over a week old.
So over here, I know we're supposed to look at animals. We got a couple here, and a couple more are coming in this shot. This burlap, what do you got going on? What's happening?
I tried to make a shade structure for these 3 papaya trees that normally you don't grow out here, but I like to try anything I can, and I tried doing it. They're still living, but the shade structure is what I got, trying to keep them healthy while they're young.
How hot are we talking about? How hot does it get here, like in, you know?
I guess it'd probably get 115 here in the summertime, so.
And we're talking about 115 like for a weekend, like for a few days, or for a week?
Probably about a week at a time. I don't think it lasts longer than that, but that's still hot.
It'll dip down, and then it'll pick up that heat again, so a lot of our plants go through shock.
How about hundreds? How much of summer is over 100 degrees?
I'd say we're right around 90 to 100 for basically the whole summer.
The whole summer.
Yeah.
So it's really hot, hence you created the shade structure. All of these pawpaws are in ground, protected from the animals. And I love the fact you're experimenting, because the goal is like, you know, some things you'd least expect take off, and sometimes the things that you really want just don't work. And you also got to keep in mind that every property has a lot of different microclimates, being, you know, some parts of your property that are extra hot and other parts that might be more shady. And you got to experiment also with the different parts of your real estate. But check out, if you haven't already, look at all the fruit. What is this over here?
This is the Lang Jujube.
A jujube.
And it's doing good.
It looks like baby pears.
Yeah.
And again, hundreds of fruit in the high desert grow zone. 8B, correct?
Yep.
And then there's another one over here to my right. And this is now the Lee variety.
Yeah.
Another jujube tree. Again, covered in fruit. And we're going to be concluding the tour of the fruit trees, but you can see it just goes on and on and on, all the way around the property. Approximately, I'm guessing 50 to 100 fruit trees.
About 80, about 80.
80 fruit trees. So a fantastic achievement, and still so much more land to go. And still something that I'm sure you can easily thrive and succeed just living off the land and saving many trips to the grocery store by doing what you've accomplished. And now let's Tara, share with us some of the living things that you've got on your homestead.
So right here you can see 3 of our turkeys. I got them because I really love the sound they make, although they don't like to do it when I try. It is a good laugh for us to hear them make the gobble. This is Corella Deville. This is our most ornery duck. Something that most people believe about ducks is that they will fly away, and that's actually not true. When you've owned ducks on your homestead, they don't know about flying south for the winter. They just know where their food and water source is, so you actually don't have to worry about losing your ducks in the winter.
So I've read a lot, and I've done some of my own research, and I've had also ducks for a brief period of time, and I read some research where you're supposed to also clip their wings, and as you mentioned something about them flying south for the winter. Do you need to clip them and do any of those things in order to keep them on your homestead?
No, I actually don't. In the past, we have clipped one side of their wing, because if you clip both sides, they have enough balance to keep flying. So you just want to clip one side. We want to give them the opportunity to get away if need be. So we actually leave their wings, and they are a little hard to catch. There they go. Let them out. And we hope that you'll cultivate a homestead alongside us, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that push bell notification to be notified when we upload more videos of how we are cultivating a homestead in the desert. Thank you for joining us on our homestead tour.
That was a lot of fun.
Happy homesteading.